belong here. I was born here. For all natural reasons, Kadapa is the seat for me. But I was not very keen on Kadapa. There was my uncle, late YS Reddy, who was more keen. But now it's come to this point where it's become important that I contest from Kadapa because it's been 5 years since my uncle has been murdered. And the main accused, the CBI, is showing Mr. Avinash Reddy as the main accused. And I do not think it is right on the part of my brother to be protecting him for the past 5 years. That's quite offensive. Mr. Jagan Reddy is so pained that I will lose. Our sister is going to lose deposit. And my suggestion is Mr. Jagan Reddy. Why feel a murderer? Might as well let your sister win. He's just pained by the fact that I am opposing him for natural reasons because he doesn't like anybody to raise a voice against. And about me being remote controlled or the Congress being remote controlled by Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, there is no need for that because Congress is a national party and it was Mr. Jagan Reddy in fact who tried to persuade the Congress to not invite me into the Congress. I think so because it's very evident that women feel secure in a public space is an open fact. Yeah, I think such a is pick it up from there. I belong here. I was born here. This is the constituency that we are touring in now. Jamal Madugu is where I was born. And Jamal Madugu is part of the Kadapa Lok Sabha segment. So, for all natural reasons, Kadapa is the seat for me. But I was not very keen on Kadapa. There was my uncle, late YS Reddy, who was more keen. He said 5 years ago I should contest from here. In fact, just before he was murdered, a few weeks before that, he had come to me and insisted that I contest from Kadapa. He was quite aggressive about it, but then I was not too keen because Mr. Jagan Reddy, my older brother, had decided that Avinash should be there. So I was not very keen. I should say I was never ambitious. So, but now it's come to this point where it's become important that I contest from Kadapa because it's been 5 years since my uncle has been murdered, and the main accused, the CBI, is showing Mr. Avinash Reddy as the main accused. And I do not think it is right on the part of my brother to be protecting him for the past 5 years. We saw when the CBI went to arrest Mr. Avinash Reddy in Kurnool, how the government deployed its own police officers and all their gundas, and there was a kind of a law and order situation. And 3 days the CBI was just, there trying to arrest him, and in fact they returned empty-handed. So that's the kind of power that my brother is using or abusing, I should say, to protect our cousin Avinash Reddy. And I am pained by the fact that Mr. Avinash Reddy is given the ticket again. I do not think that people involved in the murder of my own uncle should be pitted for the MP. So I strongly oppose this, and that's why Kadapa. He did not say I was controlled by he said Chandrababu. He said Congress itself is going to be controlled. That's quite offensive. Mr. Jagan Reddy is so pained that I will lose. Our sister is going to lose deposit. And my suggestion is Mr. Jagan Reddy. Why feel a murderer? Might as well let your sister win. If your pain is genuine, that is. Which I believe is not. And I believe it is not because my own cousin, his own Avinash Reddy, his father, his own uncle, were the ones that defeated my own uncle Vivekanand Reddy in the MLC election in the year 2017, I believe. Subject to correction somewhere around that. So I do not think that that's the reason for it. He is just pained by the fact that I am opposing him for natural reasons because he doesn't like anybody to raise a voice against. And about me being remote controlled or the Congress being remote controlled by Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, there is no need for that because Congress is a national party, and it was Mr. Jagan Reddy, in fact, who tried to persuade the Congress to not invite me into the Congress. He even offered his help after post elections. He actually made an offer saying that if you do not take YS Sharmila Reddy into Congress, then you stand the chance of YCP support post election. This Mr. Rahul Gandhi very sternly denied. So we are not the ones who are being remote controlled by Chandrababu or anybody for that matter. It is in fact Mr. Jagan Reddy who is being remote controlled by the BJP party, by Modi himself, I should say. Because in the past 5 years, if you see, Mr. Jagan Reddy has acted at the behest of Mr. Modi at every given point in time. Take any given point in time, take any instance for that matter. There was a Gangavaram port in Andhra that was given to Adani at the behest of Mr. Modi. There was a Rajya Sabha MP given to Mr. Ambani's aide at the behest of Mr. Modi. And for every bill in the parliament, YCP Mr. Jagan Reddy has unconditionally supported the BJP party, including the one on the Manipur issue. Even though it was the one against Christian, where a woman was paraded nakedly and so many people were murdered brutally in the Manipur incident. Even there, Mr. Jagan Reddy, we saw unconditionally giving support to the BJP party. So in the past 5 years, we have seen Mr. Jagan Reddy political career, controlled by Mr. Modi. I'm doing my best, I should say, to increase the vote share to a double digit. And we have not spared any effort since the time I took charge 2 months ago. We have tirelessly worked at every level, the district level, the constituencies level, even some villages we touched. And I think Congress is picking up, though I should admit that it will take time. But this time we are going to increase to a double digit, and we are surely winning Kadapa and a few assembly seats. I am very confident that Congress is going to come to power in Delhi, and that Andhra is going to get its special status that is so craved for since 10 years. So my promise is that Congress will come to power and I will be at the helm of affairs, bringing the capital, funds for the capital and the special status. But God forbid that doesn't happen also, then I am going to raise my voice in the parliament. I am going to continue to fight for the people of Andhra, not only here but even in the centre, even in the parliament. I am going to raise my voice for the special status, for the capital, for the Polavaram, for the Kadapa steel plant especially. So I am going to represent my people faithfully, and I promise also to stay here, to be available to them, move base here and work for them diligently like my father did. I think so, because it's very evident that women feel secured in a public space is an open fact, and bus is something that is open to all, and the front section is reserved for the women, so the women are more comfortable in a bus. And when you say that women are going to be given free, then the most chances is that the whole bus is going to be filled with women. So I think it's a good thing, though it's not a healthy thing for the RTC department as such. Yeah, I think so. Chandrababu is pick it up from there. I think South is a major blow to the BJP. I think this time even the North is going to show a massive difference to the BJP. I think BJP will not get more than 250 or a little more than that.